So now I'm going to invoice this project. I click on the invoice button and it brings up a list of all the stages and charges. So on the left hand side we have all the different stage reference numbers, and the -1 represents stage 1, -2 at the end represents stage 2 and 3 respectively. So we have those 3 different stages that we can charge for now. So I can then click on each individual item and choose to invoice it. I can also sort by stage reference number or filter by stage reference number, so I don't get the 500 stages if I had all 500 stages showing. So that way you can search easier. So as we can see here, we actually have rental or hire as the first component. So we can actually invoice by percentage or by date range for any hire field. So the system knows whether it's rental or whether it's a fixed charge. So if I click on the actual percentage figure, it allows me to enter in either a percentage or a date range. So in this case, I want to enter in a date range for this contract. So this contract has been set up to be 4 weeks rental at $200 per week. So for this example, we're going to click on the actual claim end date, and we're just going to invoice from the 1st to the 14th. So if we click OK on this, that's pretty much half the rental, which is 50%. So it's automatically put 50% in, and it's entered in a claim of $400. So as you can see there, this field has been updated. The on account of field shows 2 weeks at $200 per week. So erect labor is not a rental charge, so we just simply type in a percentage. So in this case, I'm just going to type in 50%, and that's $1,000 for the erect labor. Dismantle labor, I'll leave that one out. Delivery transport, we'll actually invoice 100% of that. And click on include on that one. We're not going to invoice the return transport, and then we'll actually include more hire. So this is now the second stage and the hire for that one. So we click on that, and this time we're going to invoice the first 2 weeks of this 3 weeks rental. So as we can see there, the initial contract is for 3 weeks, and we can click on the date 2, and we can choose to invoice maybe the first 2 weeks. So from the 31st of October to the 13th of November, and click OK on that. So that's 2 weeks out of the 3 weeks. That's 66% of the rental charge. What I might also do is fully invoice what I entered here as some day labor or a variation charge. So I'm going to fully invoice that as well. So that's the full 100%. And then I'm happy with that, so I'm actually going to generate the invoice. So when I exit out of this, it asks me if I want to view the invoice. Click yes. And here we have an invoice number, the project name, all the invoice details with the total amount. So our claim value is $4,900 as shown in the middle of the screen, automatically adding tax to that. If we actually look at the bottom here, we basically have all the charges listed below with the total amounts. Now we can actually enter in some additional comments. So we might actually just type in anything here. It could be just you can just type in first claim dash job start, and in here I'll actually say first claim job beginning, and that automatically saves. So from here I can just simply click on Reports Progress Claim, and this is our first progress claim for this particular project. So we just zoom in so you can see that a little bit better. So we have the main contractor, which is the customer, the client name. We have the client address, which I didn't enter in. We have an ABN number or a company number, the project job number, project name, the full site address, the actual contract number, the date of the claim, the progress claim number sequence, the actual claim type, which could be like initial, interim, final claim, the invoice number, which is automatically generated, the actual date of the actual invoice, and the due date based on the payment terms. If we scroll down a little bit further, we have the contract sum. So this is generally not going to change unless we have an amended type contract, which might reflect the net contract sum, tax, and then the total contract sum including tax. We have the value of work completed so far, as in part of the contract. We have the additional rental claimed, so that's outside of the contract, which we haven't claimed yet. We have the variation, so I invoiced that $1,000. Total value of work completed to date, so that's the so far the contract plus all variations, $4,900. We haven't actually had any previous claims, so that's 0. So the current claim is $4,900 plus tax. We have some company information down the bottom. The Building and Construction Industry Payments Act notice is in there, plus your company bank account details. If I scroll further down, we have the 2 separate stages. So if we had a project with hundreds, maybe even 1,000 scaffold tags, or 100 stages and areas, or 1,000 stages and areas, this will all be listed in this format. In this example, we only have 2 stages, north wall, south wall. So as you can see here, we have the description of our stages, and as you can see, it shows the rental period being claimed, and my special comments that I included was first claim job start, and of course south wall has first claim job beginning. So for each stage we have the contract sum, the percentage completed so far or invoiced claimed so far, the total amount claimed, previous claims, per week thereafter, rental claimed, and then previous claims of additional rental. The current claim, stage 1, $1,900, stage 2, $2,000, giving a grand total $3,900 excluding tax. So after listing all the stages and the charges for each stage, if we scroll to the next page, we then have the approved variations. So I invoiced that $1,000 variation. General variations with an order number of $1,000. So that's the actual progress claim that we can send to the client. If we want more information, we can actually then go to progress claim details. This contains the same information but detailed. So in addition to the general stage information, we actually have each component. So we have the hire, labor, transport, sales and sundries, or any other miscellaneous items in there. Again, showing the percentage, the amount claimed to date, previous claims, and the current claim. Again, showing the same grand total. In terms of an overview of the system, if we exit back to the main screen, we can actually show an active contract summary report. So I'm just going to click on refresh to make sure we have the latest data, and we can actually show all data to show all projects. We can then show an active contract summary report. So this is each project and the stages showing what's been quoted as part of the contract, the last date of invoice, the amount and percentage billed so far, and the amount and percentage remaining to be invoiced. So this particular project, which is our huge demo project for client ABC Group, we can see here we have all the stages And if we scroll further down, we have the grand total with the project total, amount billed, and amount remaining. And we can see this for all projects in the system. So if we just click on next page, and if we continue to scroll, we see all the projects we have. And the one that I've just created was a Regency test project. And here's our quote. We have a project total, including some variations, the amount and percentage billed, and the amount and percentage remaining.